Stacks of Wax, Volume 16. For those of you who are new, Stacks of Wax is a show where I go through my record collection, show off what I got alphabetically. At this point, we are going through the B's, and we're going to be entering the C's pretty hard today. I'm going to get right into things today because the last video went rather long, and I'm going to try to avoid having 20-minute videos where I just kind of talk about my records, because I don't think any of you enjoy it, and I understand. I get that. I totally get that. It's not my thing either, but if you do, cool. It'll just be a little bit shorter now. So first up here, we got Brian Eno with Another Green World. This is a repress. This is, I think, a 2019 repress, if I'm not mistaken. Love this album. Just so many good songs off this goddamn thing. It's perfect. I love Brian Eno. I need more of his stuff. That is without a doubt. But for now, we have this, and I am pretty content. I was actually going to spin this last night because I just got a brand new sound setup, which is pretty badass, I must say. Maybe we'll make a video about it at some point. Probably not, but we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, it sounds great, and I'm sure this would sound amazing on it. Black vinyl. Yeah, just a repress. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's 2019. I don't remember for certain, although I probably just could have checked Discogs and I would have known. But I woke up about 10 minutes ago and I was like, you know what? I should film a video right now while I can. And it's because of that reason that you might get some slightly less credible, less factual information from me because I just simply don't know, because I didn't check. Because I'm an idiot and a loser and a fraud and a hack. But you all know that already, so that's fine. Let's move into the next one here. We got ourselves the only Brockhampton album that I own. This is Roadrunner. What's the rest of it? Roadrunner, New Light, New Machine. I wasn't huge on this record when it came out, but I found this copy for not a bad price. Picked it up, played it again recently, right before they dropped their two final albums, I should say. This record's pretty good, man. I gotta admit, it grew on me a lot since I listened to it. Yeah, man, it's a hefty vinyl package. Double LP, comes with like a songbook, I think, or like a lyric sheet or something like that. Yeah, look at this giant thing. This thing is thick. Oh my god. I still have to like look through that. I don't look through enough art when it comes to my records. Sometimes I'm really good about it, and sometimes I'm just not. Yeah, this record's really good, man. I gotta admit, it's definitely grown on me since it first came out. I think I just kind of skipped over it when it really did, but I'm glad I own it on vinyl. And I would definitely, God, if they ever make a Saturation trilogy, even if it's like a box set, I would go broke. And that's no joke. I would simply buy that without thinking. That would just be a Pavlovian response to just add to cart, buy, add to cart, buy. But for now, we just have a couple of them that are out officially on vinyl. But maybe one day down the road, they will decide to actually press the Saturation trilogy. Another B here. It's a record that I'll be completely frank up front, I've never listened to before. Picked it up at the record store like 2 weeks ago simply because I saw it. Regretted not getting one of his other albums last time that I was up there, because they're always so cheap because they're in the used section, because they're like not the best quality, but at the exact same time I've never really heard them, and I feel like I should own them in my collection, but I don't know, I feel like that's a moral dilemma for a separate occasion. It's Bruce Springsteen's The River. Like I said, never listened to it before. Forget this exact pressing. I think it's 1980 if I'm not mistaken. It's definitely seen better days. You probably can't see it too well here, but definitely wrinkled a little bit, probably water damage if I had to guess, or just something along those lines with humidity. Yeah, it's fine. I bought it for a pretty cheap price, so, you know, I'll definitely spin this one day, and I guess if I really like it, I'll either pick up a really good copy that's like older, or I'll just buy a repress, whatever it is. Next up, this is one that you probably are not aware of. This is Kull. These guys are awesome. This is like dark wave, stuff like that. Wow, I really just hit that record on my mic, didn't I? I'm sure that sounded wonderful. Gonna try to avoid doing that. Yeah, this is Kull, New Kind of Cross. This is not my favorite record by them, but my favorite record by them is incredibly hard to find on vinyl. So I picked this one up off their Bandcamp for a Bandcamp Friday a couple months ago, and I am pleasantly surprised. It's very good. Yeah, dark wave, synth punk, stuff like that. If you like Boy Harsher and that kind of music, then you'll probably dig this. Pretty sick, white vinyl. Goes very well with the all-black aesthetic of the rest of this. Next up, we have a holy grail of mine that I've been trying to get my hands on for a while now, but just didn't want to pay the pretty crazy prices on Discogs for it, so I just waited for a reissue. And that would, of course, be C418's Minecraft Volume Alpha soundtrack. What else needs to be said? I feel like everybody in the world has at least played Minecraft once in their life, which means you've experienced this music at least once in your life. And it really is spectacular. I mean, everybody praises it all the time. There's a reason for it. I think that half the reason that Minecraft is even any good is probably because the soundtrack pushes a ton of it along and it makes it come together in a cohesive manner. I'm not here to review video games. I'm just saying this record's just so fantastic. It's gorgeous in every facet. I would argue it's one of my favorite albums of all time even. I don't know how far up that list we'd go. I haven't really thought about it. But I mean, it really is that spectacular, and I'm so very happy to finally have it. I'm not a huge fan of this pressing. I just don't like clear, and it's majority clear. And, you know, hey, I'm happy to have a copy. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy. But my friends, like, they bought it a couple years ago with the last reissue, and they got, like, the hard green, I don't even know if it's really see-through, just, like, a real nice green, dark green, Kelly green vinyl. And I feel like it looks so much better with this cover than, like, that clear kind of green crap. But hey, like I said, I can spin it. It sounds great. So I really don't care in the end, but maybe one day I'll upgrade and get the all green one if I become a millionaire and can just do that. Moving on, another reissue that I finally picked up, it is Cake's Fashion Nugget. I didn't pick this up when they first reissued it like a couple months ago because I was like, there's no way this is going to sell out. They have so many copies. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was my face red. But I did just pick this up not too long ago, so very happy. Like I said, reissue. It's the 2022 reissue of this thing. Wonderful album. I'm not a huge Cake fan, don't get me wrong. Cake is a lot like Weezer to me. And like that could be blasphemous. I'm sorry if that is. I could have just screwed up pretty bad right there. I don't know. That's just like kind of the vibe I get from them. But then again, Weezer also has like 2 amazing albums. So Cake's bound to have one too. But yeah, this thing just comes on black vinyl, 180 gram heavyweight. It's bullshit. It does nothing. It's just a ploy to try to make you to spend money on that one instead of another version. Whatever. I don't need to get into that. Next up, this is a 2022 release. This is the Callous Daoboys with Celebrity Therapist. This is a, what is this one? This is the white and lemonade half and half vinyl. This record's pretty solid. It's not my favorite by them. I still love, what is it, Attack on Mars or Life on Mars or whatever the hell that record's called. God, that album's so good. But I've been able to find a copy because once these guys kind of blew up just a little bit, those copies were bought up instantly. This is the vinyl itself. It's pretty cool. I didn't remember ordering this one. I thought I got a different copy, but I did check my email and I did buy this. So don't drink and purchase records, kids, because this is what happens sometimes. Emo, screamo, not quite power violence, but still metalcore-y. Yeah, I don't know. If you're into all that stuff, you'll probably want to at least give this album a listen just to check it out. This is a reissue of the famous Cap and Jazz album that, I'm going to be honest, never learned how to say the name. Not going to attempt it today. We're just going to leave it at that. You've probably seen this record around. If you haven't, Cap and Jazz, you can Google them, and then just find this cover, and you're golden. Anyway, yeah. Great record. Just quintessential emo album. God, there's so many fucking songs on this thing. 24 fucking songs on this album. Double LP. Just on black vinyl. But, nice little gatefold. Like gatefold, I mean, it's actually pretty fat. Yeah, great great stylistic choices on this thing in terms of the album art, all the coinciding art that comes with this thing. It's not like it's bursting at the seam with stuff, and I am mad because they did have a limited like gold or yellow see-through kind of copy, like a translucent. I was gonna buy it, decided not to, went to go buy it the next day because I doubled back, and it was sold out. So I just got this normal black one, and that's fine. I was actually happy to find it anyway. But I am regretting not getting that limited to like 400 or whatever it was, 500 yellow translucent. Moving on with the C's, we have ourselves Captain Ahab here. I don't know if you've ever heard of these guys. I'm pretty big into like Death Bomb Arc. You've probably been able to pick that up throughout time here. Just, you know, some of their legacy members that were signed to them between Clipping, JPEG Mafia, stuff like that, and even new guys that I've been talking about for a while now. They Hate Change, Angry Black Men, Pumpkin Witch, stuff like that. They always do put out some weird, really solid material, and Captain Ahab was one of their like original bands that they had signed to the label. I picked this up off their web store because they said there was like a lot of creasing up top here, which I do see, but it's really not that bad. I mean, they made it sound like the whole damn thing was going to be shaped like a freaking bowl, but it's really, it's not great, but it's not horrible. And they were just asking $5 for it, so I decided to pick it up. I haven't listened to this album in a couple years, I'll be honest, but it's just wild dance, I don't know, just avant-garde, crazy electronic music. It's just off the wall and nuts. Continue to look at Death Bomb Arc stuff. They're such good people, and yeah, they just put out some really amazing material that is pretty much all experimental. So if that's what you're into, go do that. Next up, we have two Car Seat Headrest records here. Both of these are, I think, just the final ones that I needed to complete my collection in terms of their vinyl official releases. I could be wrong, but I've fallen off from this band after a while. But anyway, Teens of Denial, Making a Door Less Open. Teens of Denial is what got me into this band back in like, was it 2016 when this came out? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I can definitely say I was ahead of the curve with Car Seat Headrest. I'm gonna hang my hipster hat on that one. God, what a wonderful album. I don't listen to it much anymore because I definitely burnt myself out of it after a long time, but that's what happens when you have a favorite band, I guess. I was so glad to finally see this at one of the record stores that I live nearby that I finally checked out for the first time. Yeah, I picked up this, and then while I was there, I also picked up their newest record, Making a Door Less Open. I wasn't a huge fan of this at all when I bought this, or when I first listened to it when it first came out, and I was like a huge Car Seat Headrest fan, so that was like my coming to Jesus moment where I like looked up and I was like, oh, huh, so you can do some wrong. But anyway, it's fine. I picked this copy up. It was used. Little did I know that it was going to be coming on pink vinyl. So I guess this was the limited one that they did for this, that somehow I got my hands on after begrudgingly buying this because I said, you know what, I should probably still have a complete collection regardless if I love this album or not. That's true love, folks. It has come to my attention how long this video is so far, so we're going to try to be really quick about all these. This is Carson Mchone, Still Life, 2022, country, alt country, whatever you want to call it. This is from Merge Records. I picked this up from her Bandcamp on a Bandcamp Friday not too long ago because I do like this record. And the title track is fantastic. And don't be surprised if I talk about this a little bit in the end of the year videos. But yeah, comes on this really cool, I think they called it peak purple vinyl. It's very dark, very, very dark purple, but it is very pleasant. Carson Mchone, Still Life. Yeah, I think she's located in like Austin or something like that, but she's pretty badass. I really like this record, and I am already drafting a video on her in the near future. So maybe we'll all learn about Carson Mchone together in a little bit. This one might not need an introduction. This is Chance the Rapper's Acid Rap. This is his mixtape, his second, I guess, major mixtape that you could really say. Came out, God, when did this come out? I don't know. This was high school for me, though. This was like this record was growing up. So when he finally officially pressed this through his website, immediately bought it. I didn't really have much money back then at the time either, like at all, to spend on records. Knew I had to do it. Kind of regretted not getting coloring book, and I still think about that to this day. But I also listened to that record so much that I burnt myself out. So I never really had a chance to do that with acid rap. So I don't know. I made the better choice of the two. I definitely agree with that. It's a double LP, and everything is run on 45s. I don't remember if Vinyl Me Please did this officially or not. I honestly forget what the weird thing was, but god damn it, this record is sick. Next up, this one that just came in, and I actually just literally unwrapped before I started hitting film because I realized I didn't unwrap it yet. Still needs an outer sleeve. Actually had to add it to Discogs a minute before I started this. Almost skipped over it. It's Charli XCX's Crash. It's her newest record. Came out in 2022. A lot of good hits on here. I picked this up because it was for sale for like $10 somewhere, or like $11 or whatever it was, and was not going to pass up on that, especially a brand new copy. This is the standard black edition. I believe it's the Canadian pressing. It's not my favorite album of the year by any means, but it does have a ton of really good songs on here. Next up here is definitely an album that I will be speaking pretty lengthily about on my end of 2022 albums list. It'll be Chat Pile's God's Country. This record just blew me away the first time that I heard it. I was excited. I didn't even realize they were putting out a record. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that they had that split, and I didn't know what they were doing next. And then all of a sudden, this to me just popped up. I didn't even hear anything about it. Listened to it that day it came out, and holy shit, what a riveting piece! Like, listen, I know Fantano core people love that Daughters record. And they're right. I think that Daughters record's badass. He sucks, though. And he's a piece of shit from what I understand. So I would like to reallocate all that love for that Daughters record, You Won't Get What You Want, and put it all into Chat Pile's God's Country. I think that's fair. I think it's a good trade-off. One of them is an abuser, and one of them has a song about Grimace smoking weed. A good record here that I hope you guys know about, maybe not. Choir Boy, Gathering Swans. I don't know, really good synth pop. Just good stuff like that. It's a really enjoyable and likable album. Doesn't really flex your head too much. It's just, yeah, really good synth pop. Or synth punk, or whatever you want to call it. Dance punk, fucking new wave, no wave, surfing on a wave, I don't know. But really cool, really good record. I love it. Oh shit, hold on. Back up, my bad. I'm an idiot. I need to go back. I went right over this like a fucking moron. This is the second pressing electric blue, I guess is what you would call this. Pretty cool. Sorry, I forgot. I do have a second pressing that I had pre-ordered, and it's not like the regular fucking one that's everyone's probably getting now. Back to Choir Boy here. Sorry for the little tangent. Yeah, I love the artwork for this. It just looks really good, aesthetically pleasing, really good color choices, and I don't know. And then, yeah, I don't know if you can tell here, but it is like a turquoise, real dark turquoise blue or green. I don't know. I think it's like kind of a lovely color. And last but certainly not least, we have ourselves the 16th. I don't know. I think it's 16th. I think it's the 16th record in this video. After this, we're going to be done. So bear with me. But this is The Clash's Combat Rock. You probably know this. It is rather famous. It's definitely one of their best albums, I would argue. I know London Calling and all that different stuff, but Combat Rock has a ton of great tunes on it. Should I Stay or Should I Go? Rock the Casbah, Straight to Hell. I don't know. Oh, Death is a Star. Great. Yeah, this is a hand-me-down from an uncle. I don't remember the exact pressing, and I don't think I ever truly found the exact pressing for this one, probably out of sheer laziness more than anything. But I have been trying to go through my collection recently, and any like old ones that were gifted to me or just given through like an old collection and stuff, I'm really trying to figure out exactly what pressing it is and truly get my Discogs like as accurate as possible, because when I first got into this shit, I just kind of randomly picked one. I was like, yeah, that's good. It kind of looks like mine. I don't know. But now I want to be like super precise about all this stuff because like that's the correct way to do it. So yeah, duh. I was being an idiot before. And that will do it for this month's Stacks of Wax. I hope you enjoy how many records I'm showing in each video now, just because, God, we'd be here forever. I think I'm already over 500 records. Yeah, that's it. That's Stacks of Wax Volume 16. Until we meet again, be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this every single month at this point. You can also subscribe for videos like So You're Interested In, a show where I break down an artist's discography and really show you a great place to start with their music and find a good starting point to dive in and really explore what they have to offer. Have I done one on any of these bands? Maybe. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Damn, I am slacking here. Holy shit. Is there? Oh, Carson Headrest. Duh. It's like my most popular video. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I don't know. Go check that out. If you're looking for new music, trying to find a new way, I think this helps, and other people have said so too, so maybe it'll help for you. Go down in the comments, let me know if there are any of these albums in here that you have and love and or want and would be willing to give me truckloads of money for. We could maybe have that arranged. Who knows? I literally said I'm not going to talk that much, and I think that I talked like way more than last time. So we're going to have to figure some shit out here. I need to make this work. I can't do this. I can't do this to you. Okay, that's it. Cut it off. Bye. Goodbye. Until I see you next time, happy listening.